Trust us.
Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it?
Okay, you know what that means. From Spreaker Studios and Angel Sound Productions, this is my everyday Olympic agenda. It's me, LHMusic. Great show for you today as well. We're going to talk about my company, Danielle and Skeery, you guys, and the rest of the gang here. A little bit about loving the Olympics. So anyone's can be civilized. And recap of day 5. Is it day 5? Day 5. And you know what that means. So day 6, have you ready for this one? I hope so. As we get started to make history for the Olympics in Paris. So trust me. Okay, let's get inside, a little bit of my 15-minute morning thrill from LHMusic Company. And you know, man, that means I got Danielle Monero, and so is Skeery and Gandhi, and you guessed it, Garrett and Straight Nate, and of course, Scotty B inside the cereal box. Trust me. Okay, now can we talk about this, you know who? It's thrilling to see these backstories about these athletes. The Olympics, you know the whole story is this, you know. I love it.
Oh my God, I'm loving their stories. Between Suni Lee and Simone Biles, I just want them to take home all of the medals because both of them have had incredible comeback stories and rebuilding periods over the past few years. For Suni Lee, even less than that, and I'm like, wow, they went through all of this, and they come back, and they are elite athletes just dominating the world. And then, of course, some people just got some shit to talk about, whatever.
Hey, watch our language, please.
Look at Suni Lee. Her
story is one of many of these athletes that were going through this personal, physical, whatever tragedy, sometimes emotional tragedy, and told that they should not, what they never, ever be ever it. And she, screw you, look at her. She's in there, whatever it is.
Her and even bars were amazing. And I just think, too, when it comes to the gymnastics side of things, how terrifying each one of those events are. And they just run them over and over and over every single day. Like, their level of mental fortitude is through the roof. Oh, I can't imagine.
And when something goes wrong, I feel awful because I'm like, oh my gosh, this is their whole life. And they just made a mistake and it's going to cost, and like, I cry because I feel for them. I can't even imagine what that must feel like for them.
Yeah.
They
said you were a part of.
I was thinking about it last night during gymnastics too, as like they're on the floor, they're watching, they look up and they see Snoop Dogg, they see Lady Gaga, they see Nick Jonas, they see Tom Cruise, all watching them. Versus the other way around. That has to be like a crazy moment on top of nerves alone.
I feel like they don't look up. That they're just so like in their zone.
Yeah, they're in their zone. I think they have to be in their zone.
Between matches during gymnastics where Snoop was actually in the stands and he was like doing a dance and the girls were actually watching.
Yeah, we get it. We get it, Skeery.
And throw them off their game. Because now that they have it in their head when they're doing the uneven bars or bounce beam, Snoop's right there. Snoop's right there.
Have you seen the
swimmers
in the pool? Has like 8 lanes. Right?
8 lanes.
One lane.
One lane with 6 or 7.
It has a
camera on the floor of the pool.
As soon as they
dive
in,
the camera stays with that particular swimmer. One aisle.
And
I don't know what it is. There's a pool.
But
if I got name 7 with stupid camera, I don't want to hear that. You know.
Maybe they don't.
There's a boy.
Which lane has the camera?
Well, you see it.
It's right there.
Wouldn't they be distracted?
We're just distracted and it counts. Floating underneath, right beneath. 100% is.
The outside lanes, given anything can happen in a race, obviously, as we know, but the outside lanes are the ones that just qualified in. So everybody that is probably going for a gold are in those middle lanes, in lanes 3, 4, 5.
Right.
So to be next to each other. Something like that. Yeah, pretty much. It's the less wave pool, the less waves you have coming into the middle. So the outside outside lanes, not to say that they don't care, they're more likely to win a medal. Now, can it happen? Of course it can, but that's why they put the cameras on the outside lanes.
Well, like last night, for instance, the guy, I think breaststroke from Italy. He was in the lane 8, right at the very end. He just counted the crap out of everyone.
Is that the guy that lost his wedding ring? Is that him?
I don't know.
There was also a French dude, swimmer, and he just mowed past everybody. I was this guy's
wow.
He was a fan of Michael.
He's the superstar.
He's superstar,
he's a fan of Michael Phelps. So about 4 years ago, he found out where Michael Phelps went to school in Arizona, wrote the coach of Arizona and said, I would love to come swim for you. And sure enough, he did, and turned into a better swimmer than Michael Phelps ever was, and he's probably going to crush it. He already crushed every single record Michael Phelps even held. But the one story I love, though, from swimming is the 31-year-old. He never won a medal until last night. He won every single, world championship, but never a medal. And last night, I think he got silver.
And he was like...
It was...
100 second. Right.
Wow.
He's the guy from
Morristown.
The street. And
in the street also.
He works
for a full time.
Yeah, I mean, he's... The stories are
great. Stories are great,
I love it. It's amazing. The Olympics are the best.
I got a question, though.
Okay, make it quick, please, Skeery.
It's a clear cut and dry thing. It's timed. It's clear: gold, silver, and bronze. But there are some, like gymnastics, which are a bit subjective, and there are a lot of sports like that. Do you think the hometown country has a bias toward them? Because if you look at the medal count right now, France is right behind the United States with total medals. And I'm doing better for much better
reason.
In the sports where there's subjectivity and there could be a bias.
Well, I thought the judges are from all around the world.
They are.
Yeah.
I don't think gymnastics is subjective at all. They have very technical judging based on moves. They just have different... It used to just be out of 10. Now there are different levels of difficulty. But I don't think it's subjective. I think it's very much objective.
Technical.
I love the arrows that they're using in gymnastics too to judge, because outside of the points, I didn't know how you lose a point. So when you see green, it's like, oh, they did good. You see yellow, they're like, okay, and then red is below average.
Yeah.
So it's like I finally understand scoring in gymnastics.
I still don't understand that part of it, but it is amazing to watch that. I love it so much.
Another great thing about
the Olympics,
you get to see all these sports played that you don't really see a lot here on the States. The rugby is interesting to me. What the hell are they doing?
But you see all these, and now we have breakdancing coming up.
Break dancing,
cool.
yeah.
I'm so excited to see how that
rolls through.
And how to judge that.
Judge that.
Because they had to do the surf competition in, I think, French Polynesia?
Tahiti.
Somewhere way out there, because there's obviously no waves on the Seine.
You don't want that.
You don't want that, do you? You don't want that, do you?
I love that they have all these celebrities getting involved, because I feel like it makes it a little bit more interesting. Like Kelly Clarkson was doing commentating during the opening ceremonies. That was so cool to see. I'm like, this is so awesome.
So to Skeery's question, why does the host country, usually do better?
Yeah.
There's a couple of reasons. Qualification standards are easier for the host nation. Don't know about that. So for most sports, they are guaranteed at least one spot. The second is it's much cheaper for the host nation to send athletes because they don't need to travel. So they can afford to send more athletes than they normally do, and therefore get more medals as a result. Plus, they end up doing better because they're on the same time zone, so there's no jet lag. So they've been acclimated to the area. So
the energy in the stadium.
But the energy of the stadium.
Your homies.
Your homies.
And you have to look at how many people are competing. You look at when they were all floating down the river, there's these small little 3 athletes. That's all they have. And then you have a bigger place like France, which has how many people competing? Hundreds, right? So it's different.
And a bigger bateau floating.
Oh boy!
But you were talking about the French
swimmer. The French swimmer.
Killing it.
He was
doing the breaststroke, so they would go under. He'd come under the water, come up above the water, and down. So every time he came above the water, the entire stadium would go, "Wow!
Wow! What a big wow!" You heard that? Talking to later about was hearing that, and it's coming a little faster. Whatever.
Well, we'll be watching again.
Watching it tonight.
What about Tom DeLay?
Oh boy, I don't know.
Tom Daly?
Yeah, Tom Daly. Him and his husband too. I mean, talk about a hot couple that are Olympic medalists right there, and they're just sitting there knitting.
It's relaxing, though, right? Like, I can only imagine how nervous I would be before doing something, right? It's like, all right.
But the dangerous sport, water polo.
How's that?
How's that?
You by the way, NBC was showing so much crotch grabbing yesterday morning, and like they stood on it longer than I would have expected.
But,
you're drowning your opponent. You're grabbing your opponent under the water.
How dumb?
And you have to
How
stay
dumb?
afloat. Like,
how dumb?
Wow.
I think the craziest thing is that there are not more wardrobe malfunctions than there are, especially with like gymnastics. And I know that they wear things to like keep body parts in, but for the love of God.
Well,
Beach
swimmers would lose
Swimmers,
those trunks.
Exactly.
especially the Last Supper. This is a ridiculous crap thing because I cannot believe my eyes and ears. Trust me.
Beach volleyball. Why are we wearing clothes?
You know what? If we have all those swimming,
If you know what, if you have a swimming trunk with Marco Polo, they'll be fine.
Oh, that would be different, yeah.
Come on.
Come on.
Why not?
Why not? Just.
Are we done?
Are we done now?
Yep. How long did we go?
How long do we go?
Hold on, I'll tell you.
Quickly, please. 10 minutes.
Wow.
We'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Anyways, thank you guys. It's saying I'll see you Saturday for LH Music Company's Summer Edition after Baseball Night in America. Right here on Fox. Trust me about that. Anyways, quickly, let's make this a quick one as well with a recap of Day 5 of Summer Olympics. And here we go.
Pressure and expectation that builds are surreal.
Such a sense of expectation. It's going to be unpredictable. It's going to be fast and furious, and it should make for a wonderful spectacle. BMX freestyle, the best of the best. The 9 top women, the 9 top men competing for bronze, silver, and gold. Everything is just a highlight reel from Jose Torres. He comes away with Olympic gold for Argentina. Pay close attention here. You know she's the real deal. And we have Deng Yawen will take the gold medal for the People's Republic of China. Oh my goodness. That was sensational.
Oh, the crowd is roaring as Marchand tries to pass Milan, and he's doing it. Leon Marchand to the wall for another Olympic gold. This could be history in the making right now. And Marchand's march to greatness continues. Another gold for Leon.
The quest begins yet again for another Olympic gold for the incomparable Ledecky.
And the greatest swimming machine we've ever seen rolls on to another gold here in Paris with a new Olympic record.
Sarah Hughes playing chicken defense, and she is hoovering up yet again.
It's all about individual gymnasts from this point forward here in the men's all-around. Shinosuke Oka, the 20-year-old from Japan who wins the gold. There's Corbin Alberts. How about that for a first international goal? The first U.S. woman to score a debut international goal in the Olympics.
What a combination there from Alcaraz. Perfect. That's how to work a point.
It was brilliant.
An excellent performance and a nice win in straight sets for Carlos Alcaraz.
The United States continuing to assert its dominance, looking for yet another gold medal. And they have already checked the first box through to the quarterfinal in Paris.
Oh, gosh. That could be awesome. Hey, quickly, we're almost out of time. Everyday Olympic Agenda starts this weekend on Spreaker from Spreaker Studios and Angel Song Productions, and back to normal size on Monday. You know what I'm saying. And if you missed it, you can download Everyday Olympic Agenda on iHeartRadio all the way up to Google Play and all that stuff. So trust me about it as far as we're concerned. Anyways, have a great weekend. Be back here on Monday. But in the meantime, we'll see you. You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, LHMusic is about to sign up. God's blessings to salute all over America. Be back this weekend for Everyday Olympic Agenda. 30 minutes. Trust me about that as well. And I'm signing off from LHMusic. Bye-bye.